Let's turn to business news now with Nona Peltier, who's on the other side of me in the Auckland studio. Nona, there's been a strong growth in job ads.
Yes, there's a lot of demand for workers, like big time demand. So we're at the strongest rate of growth in more than 3 years. That was last month's numbers.
What's behind that?
Well, people are looking for workers in a number of sectors, the ones we've been talking about for a while.
Yep.
Building and service sectors. So what you'd expect, construction and tourism, right? That's what's driving that service sector. And you know, it's kind of an interesting thing. And when you think about the service sector, one of the things that's really interesting from today was a consumer report from Market View, service sector. You think, well, what would that be? Restaurants, bars, and so on? Well, it turns out that millennials, and that's a group of people who are between the ages of 25 and 29, they make up about 9.6% of the workforce. Okay,
right.
So it's a large group of people.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that they're spending a lot more of their money on cafes and bars, restaurants, that kind of thing, than past generations. So, yeah, so the service sector, it's not just being buoyed up there by tourists,
Gosh, that's fascinating. Where was
but
that
our
from?
workforce.
Where's that from?
This is a Market View report, which was really quite interesting, I thought. So they're spending more on a number of things. One of the things they love the most is convenience. So takeaways is a big popular item. And they're spending a lot more on those kinds of things than they are on clothing and the stuff that, you know, I remember my generation used to like to spend their money on. No, takeaways. There you go. So yeah, I guess they're not eating at home, are they? No, and
No.
they're not saving for a house
They're not
either.
saving for a house because it just seems like such a remote and hopeless dream, I suspect, for many of them.
I guess so. So, yeah, so this generation, it said here, they've increased their spending by 56% over the past 8 years on those kinds of sort of having a good time. So, wow, eh? I know, it's so quite interesting. All right, so anyways, I suppose you want to know what happened on the
What
market.
happened on the markets,
Otherwise,
Nona?
there you
Yeah,
go. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. So our index fell more than 2/3%. Not surprising after yesterday's
Yeah.
big, huge gain. So that's a drop of 58 points versus yesterday's 143-point gain. We finished up at 8,384. Our dollar is steady at 73.7, which is pretty high, 91.5 cents Australian, and 51.9 pence.
Nona Peltier, thank you very much indeed.